Hi, everybody. Welcome to the QB School. I am JT O'Sullivan. Today, Geno Smith absolutely playing out of his mind. Love it. Fired up, locked in. Let's get it going. Welcome to the QB School. Before we dive into the video, quick reminder, we have revamped the Quarterback School Patreon community. It has never been cheaper. It has never been easier, more streamlined, or there has never been more content available for that community. Hop over there, support the channel. The link is in the video description. It's a great way to elevate your understanding, to support the channel, to go really in depth with detailed nuance about the quarterback position, high level offense, defensive coverages, all sorts of good stuff. Get over there, support the channel. I appreciate it. As for this one, let's get into it. Geno Smith playing out of his mind. Maybe the best quarterback in the division, dare I say, and you get this type of design, play calling, a little triple pick on 3rd and short. Hell yes. Love it. Taking advantage of man coverage. Watch that middle linebacker try to fight through 3 picks here. 1, 2, 3. Good luck. We'll call it a rub, not a pick. Pick's illegal. So design-wise, what am I talking about? We are talking at the top here. We're going to be able to take this thing and we're going to go 3 routes across the field. So it's going to be all sorts of chaos for this matchup. Right here. He's got this back offset over here, man to man. So we're going to have to fight through an over, a shallow, and an in. Good luck getting through all that to be able to fight through this little route for 3rd and 4, and you can see the first down up top. Really great design. Nice job, Geno Smith, executing the offense, but this is outstanding offensive architecture. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Don't even touch him. That's as easy as you'll ever see for a 3rd and medium, 3rd and short. Watch Penny sort through this. And that dude can roll too. Really nice job. Love the design. Little triple pick. Next one, 3rd and 7. This is Geno Smith using his legs. There's nothing there. Pause this thing at the top. Nothing. Love his base, and I love the decisiveness. And don't get it twisted. There's a little burst there. Now, he might not be running away from the fastest cat in the league, but there's a good little burst here. Check the back of this drop. All his cleats in the ground. Looking downfield, loaded up on that back hip. It's not there. 2 hands on the ball, and we're off. And again, there is a burst there. I just love the combination of being decisive, the offensive architecture, 3rd down, and sometimes you just got to go get it yourself. It's not there. This, to me, always reveals a combination of decision-making, playmaking ability. Yeah, you don't necessarily want to rely on it, but when it's there and you get an easy first down, especially on 3rd and 7, 3rd and 7 is tough in the league. 3rd down is quarterback's down, and to get it like that is outstanding. Next one, 4 verticals here at the bottom of the screen, the inline tight end. This is open in the league. This is a perfect strike. I feel like we've seen Geno hit a number of these already this year. Just off that middle field player. He hints to the left, makes the read easy, and that ball is a strike. Again, this is open in the league. I mean, hip to hip. You throw him open. Up high, give his guy a shot. Outstanding. So again, 4 verticals, the logo, as I like to go by. We're going to run right up the seam. We're going to widen from the wing. Again, I love this formation. A lot of people love this formation because you put the run strength, the 2 tight ends, the 2 bigs to the boundary, to the short side, and you put the 2 fast guys up top to the field, to the wide side. And then we're just going to run seams. And the read here is if you love the outside matchup, you know, you might press coverage up here, let it rip. Otherwise, you're going to work right off this middle field player. If he widens over here, which you probably will because this cat is a legit beast, well, then you're going to have one-on-one running up the seam. And if you can make a throw like this, it's too easy. And this is really nice quarterbacking from Geno. Watch the drop, watch the base too at the back. Again, all his cleats in the ground. Ripping it. And again, when he lets this thing go, and when does he separate his arms? Look at the tight end. I mean, this is open in the NFL, and I think this is what people have a hard time understanding, especially in the red zone. The matchup you want with the safety location you want, this is a throw every time. Just a great job from Geno being really accurate in the red area. Again, I think it's everything gets exposed in the red area because tight windows. That's just a great job of playing quarterback, making a big time throw. Rip it. And again, I love his footwork at the top of his drop. All his cleats in the ground. Perfect touch, perfect ball placement, perfect ball control. Outstanding. Next one here. Middle field open. We're just going to high-low the mic. Hit DK right at the middle of the field. Again, there's so much to like here. Okay, you catch middle field open. We're just going to high-low hair here to the left, right on the lion's tail. Run someone in front of him. As soon as he's going to take 16 coming across, we know we've got 14 right behind him. Look at the space. Throw it right to the paw. Again, check the base out, the back foot from Geno. Right there. All his cleats are in the ground. That is a clinic tape for that launch position, that throwing position you want at the top of your drop. Great rotational torque. Put it right on it. Ball control down the middle of the field. And again, the read is not that complicated. You catch middle field open, split field coverage here, and this is the player we're going to high-low right here. So you run someone at him. The number 2 is coming shallow, and the number 3 is going to the post. So it's just a high-low right here. And as soon as he gathers on this, and you've got middle field open, you know you've got this. Now you could make the argument here that on this backside down here to the bottom, there are even better ways to be able to attack this, because if you could attack the vertical here of this safety and hold this safety down here with anything, corner, deep hook, 7 stop, there's a bunch of different ways to be able to hold this safety. Well, then this safety can't drive this thing, and this play is even bigger, and he's probably still running. So watch that safety to the bottom of the screen. You know, that's the thing. You got to be able to get the ball up and down before someone can come off like this. And that's what happens when the number 2 goes to the flat early in a lot of split field coverage. You can see that safety check off. As soon as the number 2 to the bottom goes to the flat, he's able to come off and get to the middle of the field and collision that thing. Now, it's still a big play, but you can see here how the design potentially could make this play even better. And that's a strike. Love how Geno's playing off that back hip, just ripping things down the field, being really accurate with his ball control. Great job. Next one here. This next one is one of those things that I think of as pretty rare in the league, to catch a post versus a half field safety. So in the West Coast world, I wasn't familiar with the post that they would let you do this. In the digit world, we used to call it the angle 8. And it's a really nice play. It was hard for me to believe in until I started to do it and had a bunch of opportunities to do it. The thing about it, so to me here, when I'm talking half field safety, I'm talking about this safety having the half field responsibility and us throwing what is normally a post route here. Pretty rare to be able to do that. Now you would say half field safety, you probably got the middle of the field open. That's not really how you attack it with a big post on the outside. So in the digit world, we used to call this an angle 8. And what that is an 8 is a post on the route tree. And then the angle basically allowed this thing to be able to be changed based on where the safety was. So versus a half field safety, it almost turned into like a lazy in. Versus a middle field closed safety, it almost turned into like an old school glance. So the angle of it was kind of adaptive based on the shell. And it was, I'm not going to lie, it was hard for me to wrap my head around saying, hey, yeah, we want to throw a post versus a half field safety. But this is a perfect example of what I think an angle 8 looks like. Now, I don't know what the hell they call it, but I love this angle, this route from Metcalf up top. Again, to me, that's not an in. And very rarely would you want to throw it like a bang 8, like a tight 8 out of that thing. That to me is that angle away from the near safety. And that's a really nice shot from Geno Smith. Again, driving the ball down the field, big play action, nice design. You know, that's not an easy throw. There's someone right in his lap. He's got all his cleats in the ground, just rotational flick. He can't even get through that throw. And that's a dime. Look at the ball control. Where does it hit him? Right on his face. That is outstanding. Next one here. Touchdown run. I'm going to guess that this is an RPO, quarterback draw. And what I mean by that is that if you have the option to throw the double stick or the quick out to the right, you let it rip. If it's not there and you've got the box count you're looking for, 5 on 5, you do this. And Geno Smith has got a little wiggle to him. So RPO-wise here on this touchdown, to me, double stick. It's got a quick out, or stick. We got a quick out down here, and then we're going to run fades on the outside, or must outside release goes, clears. And usually this works is if you can throw this, specifically the inside ones, you throw it. If not, then that usually means that you've only got 5 in the box. So we'll count that thing. 4, 5. We've got 5 in the offensive line blocking unit. They can sort it out. Quarterback has to beat the safety to be able to make this thing work. So it's a really nice job. Again, you make the decision. Would you throw one of these quick outs? How about the quick out to the tight end up top? No. Down here to the bottom? No. Great. Let's run it. Now, I don't know if they're running it as an RPO. I'm just saying the way that those guys are running routes looks like they're anticipating the ball. But that's a really nice job by Geno Smith being able to set that thing up. And your boy Rodrigo's got no shot. Big old center coming right at him. Again, check out that subtle little move to set up the block. Out, in. Got no chance. Whoop. Walk in. Love it. Great call, great execution. Next one. 2nd and 14. Bottom of the screen. Best release, go. Now this is just 14 being an absolute beast. I love the patience of the release. I always love a best release inside go. And this looks like just air raid Y cross or some iteration of crossers coming across. Whether it's drive or cross, it doesn't really matter. You can alert that front side where this ball goes. And this is just the matchup you catch. If you catch one-on-one and you like your matchup, which I like the matchup of this guy one-on-one versus damn near anybody, best release go. Patient release here for me is he's trying to get outside. No, slips him inside and then is able to get vertical. So he gets him outside, but then it's important to get back out there. Keep the leverage you want, the spacing you want, and then this is a dime, again, down the field. Watch that release. Patient, go. Great job from Geno, and you can see that kind of over coming across by the number 3. If it's not there, but that's a big play. Just chunks all over the place in this game. Really great job from Geno, dialing it up, being super accurate, but also being aggressive and taking what's there. That's a beautiful weighted pass. It's not a moon ball. It's not dropped out of the rafters. It's right on him. Awesome. Halftime, you dig the channel and you haven't already, please subscribe, hit the bell, get the notifications. It lets you know when we go live, when we put out new content. I certainly appreciate the support for the channel. You know about the Quarterback School Patreon community. We've also got Quarterback School courses. We've got a bunch of additional free resources. All of those things, tools can be found in the video description. Get over there, check them out. I appreciate it. As for this video, let's keep it going. Next one, touchdown RPO. There's some miscommunication here up top by the defense for sure. A little ghost rub, and it'll never get easier than that. Again, love the zone read element of it. We're going to read 53. 53 is right in front of number 5. So this player right here, we're going to read him on zone read. What we're going to get on the edge here is this guy into the flat, and then the wide receiver who's outside here, we can't see, is going to come in here and pretend to get like a little pick, ghost rub, and keep going. Well, there's a miscommunication right here with 31. 31 thinks that they're going to switch this. So the wide receiver is going to be played by the corner, and he's going to play the guy who's setting the pick. That doesn't happen, and this is just too easy. So again, first thing, playing quarterback, we're reading this player, the C-gap player, A, B, C. Whoever plays that defense, defending that gap is where we're reading. He surfs it, so he comes down. See how hard he comes down? That's a pull. Okay, so now we're on the edge. We can run. We got to beat 5. Or we can throw it. And you can see the miscommunication out there on the edge with 31 in the corner. You take him, I got him. Whoop. Too easy. Watch this thing play out up top. Look at the communication. Watch the shield. Whatever that call is right there from 31. Comes in for the rub. Whoop. And they both take him. Again, can't have that happen on defense. That's brutal. But this is a really nice design RPO man beater. So a lot of people think, oh, RPO, we'll just play man and beat you. Well, we'll run rubs and picks on the perimeter, and you got to sort it out. And even in the league, they make mistakes. Nice one. Next one, Go, bottom of the screen. Again, DK Metcalf, just an absolute beast. This to me is not even that great of a throw, but it's giving your guy a shot and him just making an absolute stud catch. The other thing I will say here, watching the design from the Seahawks, I really enjoyed a lot of it. To me, this is a unique pass pro. So we're going to go split flow. So he's coming all the way across. Normally, there's an element of play action or something when you do split flow like this. Pretty rare, in my opinion, to just have the sniffer come across and have to block the defensive end, not the matchup we're looking for without any iteration of play action, because I think he just free releases here. Now, what that does when you are a zone read team or have the capacity to run zone read, it doesn't allow this defensive end to just pin his ears back and fly upfield. He's got to respect the run. He's got to surf this thing, be able to squeeze, tackle the dive, play the quarterback, those types of things in the zone run game. So that allows the sniffer to come over here, get set, and give us enough time in the pass pro to make this type of throw. So watch that kind of sniffer come across here and not get a full pass rush from the defensive end. See how he's coming down? That's a hell of a lot easier than blocking that like a true pass rush. And again, there's no one around Geno. We got him. But that's just an absolute beast release. The guy's right in his hip. Big time play. Again, matchups in the league. You like your matchup. You catch one-on-one. You let it rip. But again, imagine a 53 down here to the bottom, the defensive end to the right, just rushed the passer and didn't play the run to start. That's a tough block. That's a big time catch though. My goodness, big time catch. Next one here, 3rd and 16. Now I put 2 runs on here to finish this thing off. This is just trap. And this is a perfect example, first of all, of Penny being an absolute beast. Used to love that dude on kickoff return back in the day at San Diego State. Absolute stud. Finally looks like he's healthy, getting some carries. This is just trap. Now, first of all, it's 3rd and 16. So they're going to get exotic with their pass rush. I used to call this type of stuff punt block. So what does that mean? Punt block to me is just a catch-all term to say they essentially are trying to jack us at the line of scrimmage. Everyone's up at the line of scrimmage. Who knows who the hell is dropping out, who's not dropping out. They do us a favor a little bit by having guys have their hands down. If they're the bigs, they're the true pass rushers in a 3-point. It really doesn't matter. When you're playing quarterback like this, you can't tell who the hell's coming and who's not coming. This is a perfect look of what 0 looks like, right? There's nobody in the middle of the field, manned up, but everybody at the line of scrimmage means that we have to have the capacity to get the ball out quickly. Now in pass pro, this causes all sorts of issues. You got to make a choice. It's usually full slide, and you just hope that the free runner is the widest guy. But it also provides significant deficiencies in the run game. Why? Because you take a level of the defense out. So 1st level defense, 2nd level are usually linebacker types, and then the 3rd level are the DB types. Well, the 3rd level is 1 short, right? Pretty simple to see a big hole. 2nd level, essentially non-existent if this guy gets to the line of scrimmage. So if we can get past the 1st level and we make one guy miss a tackle, this thing is to the house. This is just trap. It doesn't get easier than this. We're trapping number 2, and this thing's to the house, right? He's past the 1st level before he even gets to the line of scrimmage. This is obviously horrific defense, but this is the weakness when you want to get into the exotic world of the pass rush and create all sorts of havoc in pass pro. You're exposed like this, and they get exposed. So we're going to trap number 2 on our left, and it's just a simple down kick. Boop, got him. And because there's no one in the 2nd level, we're out the gate. And that is an absolute gift in the NFL. 3rd and 16, trap, touchdown. Next one, big post versus 0. There's so much I love about this play. Okay, so this looks like Geno Smith is checking the protection, if not checking the entire play. He's certainly doing something to the protection. Redirect. Now they go full slide, and we've got some tight end issues up top from the sniffer in pass protection we'll talk about, but this is attacking 0 with a big post. Again, just watch the route here at the bottom. This is picture perfect clinic tape, step on his toes. See him step on the corner's toes, make some baseball turn, got him to the post. Oh my God. That is beautiful football. This is 2 middle fingers from the quarterback. Blitz me again, bro. But again, I love it because he checks the pass pro. Now, the tight end, 89, playing a little bit of hero ball. We just talked about 0 pass protection issues. My favorite is just full slide. So everyone take the gap to their right. And then we're going to bring this back all the way across. And I like it with the split flow action because if someone has the back and is trying to add on, they got to go the long way as opposed to the short edge if the back stays to the right. So the back comes across. The tight end here, he just loses his mind. He's trying to play hero ball. He's got this gap. He's got to stay on Hutchinson. Now maybe he gets a little help from the left tackle, but he can't come off and try to take 2. He's got to know the back's coming too. I mean, look at Geno Smith get tattooed. All his cleats in the ground. Ripping it. Knowing the coverage. Outstanding. I love it. I absolutely love it. And this route at the bottom is a straight up chef's kiss. Do him dirty. Again, the vertical speed, the ability to not cut it early, to step on the corner's toes, give him a little nod, straight up turn him. Oh. And better pass pro, and that thing's a walk-in touchdown. But with the pass pro deficiency, I think it's an even more impressive throw from Geno Smith because he lets this thing go. And he can make that throw while getting smoked. Again, look at him get hit. You all want to play quarterback in the league? Boom. Go make a play. Outstanding. Next one here, 3rd and 3 from the 7. This is probably one of the few misses. I think he misses 16 down here to the bottom on the crosser. That's pretty wide open. He does a little bit of a fadeaway. Now, again, he's been hit a few times. I get it. But you can see here, he's got this. We can make this throw to the back pylon easy. You know, I think his feet let him down here. Look at this drop. I'm not familiar with this drop. He's all twisted. And the DB makes a nice play to go up and I think put his hand on that ball right there. Again, still hit 16 in the hands, but I think his feet let him down here. And again, you know, are you hot? Are you not hot? Who knows? You know, there's all sorts of people at the line of scrimmage. That's what those condensed formations do. You know, he's technically probably hot. Go through the math here. Not really. We got them all blocked up, but it's 0. And it's a nice play from the DB. It's just one of those things where this is a touchdown pass. If he takes his drop, knows he's blocked up, and is good to go. It's actually nice pass protection. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You know, falling backwards. Tough. And it was still almost there. Last one here, another great design. Again, 3rd down run. We're going to run GT to the right. Look at the first level of defense, right? It's essentially, there's only one level of defense and then one guy deep. If you can get past that first level, this thing's in the house. GT, they're playing man coverage, so it's even more open. And that dude's got some burst. Again, look at the defense at the front. This is just GT, so the right side of the offensive line is going down. Everybody's going down. So we're going to go down to whoever shows up here, down, 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 and then we're going to kick or log, and then we're going to wrap and follow that thing. Technically, this guy doesn't even need to go. He's not doing anything. There's nobody there for him because whoever's right here decides he's going to run out of this thing with whatever action he sees. I'm not sure what he's looking at. But this thing is too easy. And again, you can't have your number 2 overall draft pick getting beasted by a tight end here. You know, that's tough. That's way too easy, way too soft of an edge. And again, that's another just backbreaker 3rd down run. Just disgusting. But I love the call. If they're going to come up and try to do this exotic stuff, if we can catch them, trap the last time, GT this time, let's get it. And then Penny just do the rest. Open field, that's a big dude who can get downhill. Again, watch that front side. If you can't set the edge here, you're going to have a really hard time stopping counter. And again, the wrapper, watch the left tackle. He doesn't even need to go, technically. I mean, he needs to go for the play to work, but he's not blocking anybody. Really nice. Great game plan. Great call. So that is a wrap. Geno Smith, week 4, really impressive. Really the start of this season, really impressive. The way that they are able to not only run the ball, but take advantage of what their wide receiver skill set does well with Geno Smith and his ball control, his footwork, his timing, his decision making, his understanding. All of those things really coupled together to create a really fun offense. I think when you sprinkle in some of the high-level offensive architecture design plays that they're kind of catching on third down, it's really a special cocktail right now of high-level offense. So very excited. Thank you so much for hanging to the end. I will see you next time. Have a good one.